To do a video series defending traditional martial arts, and I'm going to start now. First, I'm going to say, what are traditional martial arts? What I mean by traditional martial arts are martial arts like karate, Okinawan karate do, or Japanese judo, tung sudo, Korean tung sudo, taekwondo, things of this nature. There are a lot of people on the internet stating these are not efficient or effective ways of defending oneself. And to an extent this is correct, but I'm going to get into that much more in depth in later videos. The first aspect of traditional martial arts that I want to defend are Hyungs, or forms, which would be, it's a Hyung in Korean, which is the martial art I am familiar with, is Korean tung sudo. But in Japanese karate or aikido, it's called a kata, and then in the United States we call them forms, if we're not following, the traditional words. So why do I want to defend Hyungs? Well, the reason why is because it takes a long time for people to understand why, especially somebody like me that's, I used to fight quite a bit. So I'm not somebody that likes flowery things or things like that. But Hyungs, or forms, are actually an extremely efficient way of conditioning somebody for the martial arts. It's one of the few traditional forms of conditioning we've kept in the West. And unfortunately, it's going by the wayside because people don't understand the need. Now, anybody that's performed a form properly understands that a form, it trains your breathing. It helps you breathe properly. You can only go as fast as you can breathe in a form. It helps with explosion because there are plyometric techniques in the form, such as jumping into the air from a horse stance, things of this nature. Yeah, you're probably not going to use this in a physical altercation, but you'll use the strength and explosion that you develop by doing the form over and over and over again. You will use that. It also helps you to generate, it shows you the body mechanics of how to generate power and things of this nature. The thing is, many people do not do forms properly, and they are not stressed to do them properly. A lot of times, forms are performed now in a sense of either a lackluster way, where it's, just done with half intention, or it's practiced in a way that is like interpretive dance. In fact, a lot of the traditional forms are being replaced with these non-traditional dance-type forms, musical forms, weapons forms, all this stuff that was not really present in these traditional arts. So, I guess what my point is if one... See, the thing is, people will practice Tai Chi. Tai Chi is a form. Tai Chi is a form of a traditional martial art. It's a very slow form, but it is a form. So the thing is, what's interesting is martial artists will practice Tai Chi or things of that nature, but they will not practice the forms of their own art, and they will not practice them properly a lot of times because they do not understand the value in practicing these things, the conditioning that takes place. Now, to be honest, I didn't really understand the value of forms at all, and a lot of people don't, because it's a lot of fighting people don't. So, it took many years. It took me teaching as an assistant instructor. It took me taking 3 karate classes a day, every day, 6 days a week, to understand the value of these forms. Once you start understanding that the more you do these things, the better you get at practicing the art, the stronger you get at certain things. Are there more efficient ways to strengthen yourself? Absolutely. Weightlifting is very efficient at making somebody more powerful. Plyometrics, regular plyometrics are, but the unique way that forms do things cannot be replaced, I don't think, by everyday means of conditioning, Western means of conditioning. And that's all for this video.